Alright guys, here we are. Today I am going to do a quick video, and this is to prove just how bad I am at drawing. Anyway, look at all this stuff that I've done. There's a whole bunch of things, but today I'm going to try to do some drawing as well. And you might think, well, then if you do all of these things, you can only draw in BLK, black and white. You can only draw in black and white because you can only draw in black and white. And no, you didn't do these. These were done, obviously, by your neighbors. Your neighbors had all the time in the world to spend on doing your own drawings. Anyway, this is what happens when the cyber nuke. This is what happens when AI jumps into the thing and into the mix. And now you have to prove on some websites, if you want to sell your work, that you did it. So annoying. Been doing all kinds of things, 3D printing things, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, today what we're going to do is we're going to jump in behind the scenes with the computer, and we're going to try to show you that I can actually draw. It's going to be very humiliating, but why? Why, you ask, will it be humiliating? For one very simple reason. And the reason is not just the season. It is because I am extremely rusty. And I have not done any digital painting in, I don't know, a really long time. Perhaps like 10 years, whatever. Anyway, I usually draw on pencil. With pencil. Not on pencil, but with pencil. This thing right here. But now I will do a little bit of drawing with this, and hopefully it'll be a good way to get started. Anyway, this was the cyber nuke that I made a while back, and I did a lot of other cool stuff with this. Let's see, this was another one that I did. But anyway, let's get rid of this. And this is something else that I did. I did different views for that, and recently, as recent as today, I was doing another video where I showed you guys how to use this thing called Meshy, which is pretty cool. I made this awesome thing here, and then the computer turns it into a 3D model, as you can see there. One of my first tests was this, which was really bad. As you can see, it merged the feet. The feet over there got merged, and I don't know why it creates this horrible backpack thing in Meshy, but anyway. Enough about that stuff that we talked about earlier, and let's jump into me attempting to draw how I usually draw on the computer, which is something along the lines of what you're seeing here. But again, this is going to be really hard, and the reason why, as I said before, is because I am super duper out of shape. It's the final brain cell. I'm competing with Joe Biden and Donald Trump, Donald Duck, Quackadoodle, to the final brain cell, because, you know, to the final, how do you call it, diabetic brain cell. Anyway, so I'm not going to be using my favorite tools, which would be Photoshop or whatchamacallit, the other thing that I loved to use a while back. I think it was called GIMP. We're just going to use Paint because that's what I have, and it's free to use, and it doesn't require a lot of customization to get it started. So we'll just go ahead and start off. Again, the thing is, I am super rusty. I mean, I could use some of that Coca-Cola to get the rust out. But I still can sort of kind of do this kind of thing. And it's just really annoying that today in the modern world, you have to prove everything. Prove it. Can you draw? Yes, I can. I've been drawing since before. Most of the people that are trying to stop you from making a buck online these days are probably, were probably in their diapers. They were in the diapers when I started drawing. So there. My my pencil has seen more paper than they've ever experienced in their whole life anyway. And with that said, let's get this done. The other really difficult thing, one of the things that I struggle with is, as you can see here, I'm trying to draw, and there's a camera in between me and the thing. And that, my friends, makes this whole process even harder. You're like, oh, stop blaming the tools. You just suck at drawing. Yes, I do suck at drawing. I'm definitely not Disney material or anything. Anyway. And it's also pretty hard with this thing to do a nice a nice line, a nice dark line. It's really hard to do these days with this technology. And see, I can't do a dark line. Why can't I do a dark line? It's not letting me get the color that I want here with the color picker. Will you let me do a dark line? I can't do a dark line on this thing. I don't know. What can I use? Maybe a brush that is a little bit smaller. What I need is something thin. Something thin. It's not letting me do a line here. I don't know why. Maybe this will work better. I don't know. It's not really letting me. Anyhow, I guess it's going to have to be very, very contrary. Wait a second. I can't get black. There we go. Okay. It's not going over though. I can't do this, guys. I really can't do this. I don't know why. It should be like really straightforward, but again, as I said, rusty. And I'm going to make a lot of excuses for myself, but here we go. It's not supposed to be the same or anything like that. I'm just using that as an example of what I'm planning to draw, and right now hopefully it'll let me draw. Also, when I used to do this, I used to use a lot of custom brushes, which I don't have. I don't happen to have custom brushes set up on Paint because I don't think you can do custom brushes on Paint. So you have to deal with what you can do. I always tell this to people. You know, when should you start a YouTube channel? Don't start a YouTube channel. Start a TikTok, start a Rumble, start anything else other than YouTube. But start something. Just start something. Just start squiggling, start doing some doodling, do something if you will ever plan to do that, because if you don't, you will never start. I've got some friends who always wanted to start something. You got to be starting something. Got to be starting something to whatever, to get over, to low, to get under. You're stuck in the middle and the pain is thunder. So yeah, they never started anything, so they never got anything done. And so that be the problem right there. I don't know, I'm going to use this one. It's not exactly the color, but maybe it'll work better. I'm going to need actual brush strokes for that. No. It's not really, see, that the thing I'm struggling with is I can't make those nice dark lines to differentiate the thing. So then when you do this, you don't really see the difference between those two, which is really getting on my nerves now. Let's see. Can I just go black? I'll just go black. And that, by the way, black is not a color. Not a color. It's the absence of light. But they don't teach that in school. They don't teach that in school. In school, they teach all the garbage. All the garbage. They don't teach you real science. Science, they say follow the science, but they don't teach you science in school. It's kind of pathetic, really. Follow the science, but we're not going to teach you it. Okay. Kind of hard to follow science when you don't follow the science yourself. I mean, all right. The fast way to do this in the old days was to use the bucket. Do the bucket challenge. There we go. We'll do that. And now I'm going to have to use the painting brushes. Again, you can notice it's kind of obvious I am so incredibly rusty at this. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And